Are we going? Okay. The reliability of some websites. We got told to look at wikipedia.org, popbitch.com, bbc.co.uk/radio4, and dailymail.co.uk. Now the first one, wikipedia.org, we found out that whilst it may seem like a reliable source of information, it might not be, as it is open. Any page is open to any member of Wikipedia. If you set up a Wikipedia account, you are then able to go and change that information on someone's Wikipedia page. So yeah. However, they do have some limits on what you can edit and who can edit. For example, Brit School students are not allowed to edit the Brit School page, because just in case if anyone says anything horrible or negative, then that could be the school's reputation on the line. Also, it's not a commercial site. It's an organisation. However, it does get funding, quite a lot of funding as well. So yeah, it does put in a lot to make sure that that what goes on there is legit information. They also have different sources at the bottom for people to go and check over what is on a person's Wikipedia page. They also have citations as well, which is really good. So whilst it can be viewed as unreliable, I do think that it still can be quite reliable. It's just you have to make sure whatever information you get from Wikipedia you check over and just make sure is the truth. So the next one is popbitch.com, which is a famous gossip entertainment blog. And whilst it does have some journalistic values, such as putting out content and making sure that it is some of what they are saying is true, a lot of it is quite biased and quite opinionated, and they have different contributors, and because it is about pop culture, it's very subjective. It also allows people to make comments on what has been written as well, and yeah, just also it has been known to upset a few people with some false rumours. So yeah. Next one is bbc.co.uk/radio4. Now this station is kind of the factual programme radio station for the BBC. The BBC is funded by the taxpayer, so as one would assume, the content that goes into the factual programming for BBC4 would be of the highest quality. It'd be truthful. However, they do have a few documentary shows that can be quite subjective. However, they do try to keep neutral ground, but it's just more out of interest rather than playing up to entertainment values. They do try to cover a range of topics there, so it caters for everybody, and also there's no comment section, so no one can make any comments, and no one can be detrimental, and only they have specific editors, and they are very, very careful about who does what for their content, to make sure it's reliable. And they also have their own research team, so they'd make sure it's of the highest quality. Last but not least, we have the dailymail.co.uk. Now this is a website of the newspaper, the Daily Mail, which is a tabloid newspaper in Britain, and it has a reputation for scandalising a lot of news articles and trying to scaremonger the public. It has been often cited as, is it a right wing or a left wing? I think it's a right wing paper, and it's also been noted that this newspaper has got into trouble over some of the methods that they use, such as phone hacking, also defamation. There's a lot of they have a lot of defamation of character cases against them, so it doesn't look like it's the most reliable resource. However, they do try to include facts and such, but generally, because of the reputation, and as you can see on like the first page of the website, it's all about kind of like scandalizing and like just trying to get the basic facts. I would definitely go to another newspaper such as The Guardian or The Independent, just to check out what they've said and just to rebalance it. So yeah.